Hello everyone, welcome to Real Drinks. I am Dennis. I am here with my friends Mike, James, and my brother Justin, and we're gonna drink some alcohol, talk about movies, give our opinions, and who knows what else.
Just have a good time.
Okay, so we got James drinking beer over there. Already on a little steam whistle, not a sponsor. We got
hopefully a future sponsor.
We got some Jack Daniels and Pepsi Lime because that's the right choice. And the best one of all, Maple Crown Royal with some lemonade. That's Justin's idea. Okay, we'll start episode 1 with some good old news. Let's see what's going on in the movie world. I tried not to find a lot of superhero things, but it's such a big genre. Every news outlet is a superhero.
Impossible not to do that.
Like you can go on like any movie site.
Yeah.
So
Most of them.
let's start with the first thing that popped up over here. Thoughts on the Dark Phoenix trailer?
Oh Jesus!
That's
Not crazy about it.
No.
It just did nothing to excite me.
And it didn't help that the movie got delayed the second the trailer got released.
Nothing about that trailer made me want to go or felt like X-Men at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna go out with a whimper. It could have went out with a bit of a more of a bang, but it won't even it will just be. Bleh.
Like after the original ones, that excluding the first Wolverine Origins because no one counts that.
Right?
First Class was really good.
Well,
Days of Futures Past was really good.
Yeah, that's
So
my
they
favorite
were
one of the franchise.
doing really well.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Apocalypse was mediocre.
at best.
That was a step
I did not
backwards.
like Apocalypse.
My favorite part of that
forgettable.
movie was just no, I didn't like Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was terrible.
My favorite
It was not threatening at
was
all.
just the last shot of the movie, basically, where they finally actually had X-Men costumes
Okay.
and
Yeah.
design and whatnot, actual comic book accurate looking stuff, and then you get the trailer for this one, and it's here's a big yellow X. Everyone's
Okay, so they're kind of doing the Frank Quietly. Okay, there was a run of it was called the New X-Men. Back in the early 2000s, and it's very reminiscent of the costumes that they were wearing during that run. But again, it's just back to that was kind of a response to the first X-Men movie where it was all just black leather.
Just black
and
leather,
they kind
right?
of did that. They followed
Right.
suit in the comics because they always give and take like that. But it's just that's not what we want to see. You had it right at the last 5 seconds of Apocalypse. You had it right. Give us that. Don't go back.
Take an hour and a half.
And then I just feel like we're seeing people that have just been phoning it in. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique.
she didn't want to be in the third one.
No.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing her. I like her, but it's just Mystique's just not an overly interesting character.
No.
Yeah, they've shoehorned her in so much because of how big of a star she is. And
to me, they're trying to make her as big of a character in X-Men as they're making Charles Xavier.
Yeah,
for
It's
sure.
That's so
Absolutely.
far from what it actually is.
Now the rumor for this one is that she dies. Mystique is.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
from looking,
first scene.
from looking at the trailer, it looks like that's going to be it too.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading,
There's a funeral show.
and it shows everyone except for her.
Except for her.
There's no I don't know if anyone else is not in that. It's big enough to have
it could be.
Yeah.
They could do a little fade out for us, but I think she's gonna be written out pretty early on, and you could just tell with the quality of the makeup too.
Yeah.
When she first jumped on, they did the full thing that Rebecca Stamos or whatever her, I don't know, she's not Stamos anymore, they divorced or whatever, but they did it was
Head to toe,
9 hours a
like
day.
crazy.
And you can kind of write it off as she's a shapeshifter, so she can look like anything she wants. But there's a really close up shot of her in this Dark Phoenix trailer, and it just looks awful. It just looks like it's finger face paint or something.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't want to be there. Let's just let her go.
I hope it's she dies off screen. They're just like, hey, where's Mystique, man? Oh no, she died.
Yeah.
It was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, we moved on. We're past the mourning stage. So
Did we forget to tell you about that?
That's probably what Jennifer Lawrence wants.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, get rid of me.
Can it, like, after the opening credits, can it just be something?
yeah.
It sucks because X-Men could be such a huge franchise to do because there's so many characters you could choose.
Oh,
And I feel like they only focus on like 5.
yeah.
Where there's hundreds you could choose from.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was Wolverine for so long. Now Hugh Jackman's gone, so they're grabbing at straws, trying to grab onto the next one.
Which, to be fair, they closed that as best you could.
Oh,
that was
absolutely,
beautiful.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's my favorite X-Men movie.
Oh
of
yeah,
ever.
yeah,
so
so good. Yeah, yeah.
I can't put anything ahead of that for X-Men.
It was pretty good.
There we go. So, our thoughts on Dark Phoenix is that Logan's a better movie.
Would anyone disagree?
Yeah.
No. Okay, moving on to news number 2. The rumored title for Avengers 4 is Avengers Annihilation.
Not a fan.
I don't believe it.
It makes you think of Mortal Kombat.
I never thought of that, but now that's all I think of. And now I can just hear the music playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think that's actually the title. I just can't see it. It seems
want-
a little too cheesy.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's just for like.
What do you think it's gonna
they're
be?
all over it right
Do you
now.
have a hunch?
Well, it's just gonna. It's what was it? Endgame was the big one.
Yeah, that's like the favorite to be like the title
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's what
But I think it's just gonna be Avengers Assemble because I mean they put it off saying that phrase for the
Can
longest
they
time.
do that though? Because
I
the
feel like
first
that-
Avengers was called Avengers Assemble in Europe,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the
I don't
issue
know
there.
if they can. I don't know if they'll do it. I don't know if
They
they'll do
could,
that,
because
but-
technically it's not the title of the American one. Or Europe, it could be something different. Here, it could be
Yeah, and it's
something.
not like they've never done that before. Like a lot of Japanese and Chinese movies, like they would be called one thing in China and then another thing here.
Yeah.
And then when the sequel came out, they named it that.
Yeah.
It's over here. And I was like, well, shit, we already called it that. Now we can't call
This
it.
is fictional shit, so you know.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could. I think.
Avengers Assemble again.
They're all here. Yeah, I would hope.
I feel like that would be a really good title for
Yeah.
the final movie for a lot of these actors.
Yeah.
They've played what they've
Yeah.
played for so long.
Yeah, especially if Captain America gets to say it on screen. Like,
Oh,
he's gotta.
Yeah.
that's gonna be one of those moments where you get chills through your whole
Yeah,
body.
I can
Yeah.
feel it. I
I
don't
got
know.
chills right now.
Yeah, I think.
Anyone
Annihilation-
cried reading Chris Evans's like last post there saying thank you to everyone?
No.
That was sad, man.
No, I didn't cry.
It's hitting me now.
It's not over yet.
Chris Evans is leaving. What?
I haven't seen the first one.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
How are they going to handle that anyway? Like, I mean, with him just. He can't ride off into the sunset. He's always going to be a soldier. He'll always want to fight.
Yeah.
So, like, if they're just saying, oh, he's retiring, like,
Yeah.
no one will believe that.
He's retired.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
That was-
Like,
he left with Mystique from the other movie.
They had enough of this
But
crap.
yeah, like they would have to kill him
Kill
off
him
because it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, hey, the world's being attacked again. Oh well, I'm retired, so
Yeah.
sorry guys.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
know
gonna be interesting.
whatever they do, they're gonna do it right. And
Yeah.
There's gonna be like no like 50-50 on how they finish it. Like some people are just gonna be idiots about it.
Yeah.
Right.
The way they're gonna close out those characters, I feel like
Yeah.
they've done them right for
They're
so
gonna do it
long.
properly.
They're gonna
Yeah.
end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know what they're doing over
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yeah.
why there's so many issues with like franchises like X-Men and Fantastic Four.
We don't talk about the Fantastic Four.
How can we? Which one do you want to start with?
The one starring Chris Evans. So Annihilation, I don't think it will be that.
No.
Either. They should save that because I feel like they're heading towards that storyline anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like
especially if they
what I
get
got
the
here
rights.
kind of thing.
Yeah, especially if they get the rights to the Fantastic Four and they can tell a proper.
Fantastic Four story.
Yeah, because they kind of
actually make one that's, you know, worth watching.
So I think they'll save that. I think it's just, you know, smoke.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
blonde smoke. But yeah.
So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So last bit of news, probably the biggest news this week for the comic book world,
Yeah.
is James Gunn, the one fired from Disney for some old tweets, is in talks to write and direct Suicide Squad 2 for DC. Now I also read that it's also not going to be a sequel. That there's a planned reboot.
Yeah.
But I've also read different movie. Some of the same actors are coming back.
DC's
Right.
really good at just like forget that movie was.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
we're on the
All
same
over.
boat. Where we just shut it all down
And
wait 5 years maybe.
5, I think it would still be a little fresh. There are some wounds that do not heal.
I remember everything.
I remember Batman versus Superman.
Wait till what's his name from Marvel, Kevin gets like his contracts on, swooping him up. All right, now fix Batman.
Please. Be something. Yeah. But I mean, should we go back to what got James Gunn fired from Disney to begin with, and our thoughts on that? I feel like
I mean, the tweets were pretty bad.
Oh,
They were pretty.
Some awful ones, yeah.
I mean, it's
Some weren't
At the
terrible.
same
There were some
time.
that's like, why would you say
Yeah.
that? Like,
They-
that's not even funny.
like, yeah, some of them
Yeah,
were just too
definitely.
far.
But like, if you look at like his early work, like a lot of his stuff was shock factor, and like,
Yeah.
you know, he's going for all that kind of sick humor.
Yeah.
But
It was pretty sick.
Yeah, like a lot of it just I don't even understand how you can consider like anyone
Yeah.
can consider that comedy. But he immediately apologized for it even back then, and has since like said like it was just being stupid and trying to get a reaction out of people, and yet.
Because that was what,
they just
10 years
It was a
ago?
long time ago. Like, they really
Yeah.
dig back. Yeah.
And I feel like it sets up this horrible precedent for saying like, oh, we can go back as far as you want. Like, if you're gonna fire James Gunn over that, like because it damaged, like that's not the image Disney wants to.
What directors
convey.
say from that?
Yeah, or
I mean,
hey, how about the
Robert Downey Jr.
face of
I
your
mean,
fucking
is the face of their whole.
The reason
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah,
is what it
it
is.
is what it is, and you know you don't have to go that far back for
No.
you know the crazy things that he's done. You
Yeah.
can't say that
He was a
portrays
He was a mess.
person.
Yeah,
In
like
the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't, you know, convey a family-friendly
No.
image. He has since changed. It's all the better. But I guess you know that's different and to some degree. But it's funny that you know, oh well, he's in front of the camera, so you know we'll forget about that stuff.
Yeah.
But this guy, you know.
I don't know. I think DC is just trying to do something.
Yeah.
Because like there's so much like backlash that like why did Disney
yeah.
fire James Gunn? DC had to be like
Well,
let's grab him while he's a hot commodity right now.
Yeah.
well,
And like even like when Suicide Squad 1 was being made, it was compared to Guardians of the Galaxy the entire time.
Yeah.
It was oh this is the DC's Guardians movie.
Guardians.
Everywhere you looked and so now
I'm just happy that he's actually going to be making a movie
Because he makes great movies.
I'm a fan of the movies he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the most surprising movies because I had never heard Guardians of the Galaxy ever.
Right.
No.
And even when it was in the theaters and shit, it's like, I'm not going to watch it. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
And then it came out, and it's like that's one of the best Marvel movies ever made.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, even
Part
now.
2 was meh.
Yeah, it wasn't
At best.
definitely wasn't as good as first.
But-
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
But he took like a fairly unknown Marvel set of
Absolutely,
characters and
yeah.
brought them to the forefront.
before
Infinity War.
before Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Before the
Yeah.
Flash got the movie. And like
Guardians,
these,
let's make
a
these
movie
are
about one.
characters.
A talking raccoon.
Yeah.
well there's that movie there I
a
think I
movie
saw.
about a superhero woman. That's a little risky. All right, let's make a raccoon in a tree.
Yeah. And they're best friends.
Thinking, I'm picturing like the sales pitch of that movie, like Vin Diesel still. Like,
Even
the
actors
dude,
they
you
chose.
agree?
Yeah.
In the Fast and Furious movie, you're the face of that. We want you to put you behind this tree.
Yeah.
You got 3 words to say.
Or like one of the best characters in the movie, Drax, is just wrestling superstar. That's his first not his first, but like his first major acting.
Oh yeah.
And he was great.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel like that's a huge win for DC.
I think.
I mean, it still says May, so DC's gonna probably ruin this somehow.
For sure.
Maybe.
Like every movie they've announced so far has gone through at least 2 directors.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
So
I know something
because Suicide Squad 2 had a director all this time.
Mel Gibson for a while.
He was the first one.
He was like
the first like
amazing.
He was like they got into talks. Didn't they,
Yeah.
or something?
That would have been such a messed up.
The one who had it before James Gunn was Gavin O'Connor.
Oh, really?
His last movie he directed was The Accountant, starring Ben Affleck.
That was pretty good.
Did he not do
It was alright.
X-Men Origins? Did he not do that? I think
he did. Yeah. I think he did a.
I'm not sold on him quite yet.
I'm
feeling okay.
You should have left
It's
that out.
you know, it's the case of is it him or is it studio interference?
Yeah.
You know, that's the argument that a lot of people make about Suicide Squad 2, where it's like, oh, it's not David Ayer, it's it was DC pushing it to reshoots.
Every bad DC movie, that's been like the go-to excuse.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers had their hands on it too much.
There could be a huge argument for that though, because of what Marvel's built, and DC want. Okay, if that's what we want. Do it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get that one movie. Marvel's done it for 10+ years,
And they didn't start
They've made
like
bad movies.
Yeah.
Blade 3, that was horrendous. Like, they've made really bad movies and they've learned from it. Iron Man was their first solid movie. That was not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they built from that. And I just don't feel like DC
No.
went on from
DC,
like their right movies.
That's
They keep
why
I
trying
feel
to
like it
fight
seems like they're
for-
jumping the gun.
That's
It's
why
just
they gotta like scrap it all.
Superman,
Take
Justice
5
League
years.
right away.
They gotta take the 5 years, breathe,
Yeah.
hire someone
And
who
'Cause that
knows this
that was
shit.
my biggest issue with Batman vs Superman is you introduced 3 main characters and the main villain of Superman.
and try to
in
give
one
us,
movie.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do that. Like that's way too much. It's like I know you're trying to catch up, but like you gotta like
Make us
give
care.
these characters a movie first,
Like,
and
make us,
then do something with them.
make us care about these characters.
Yeah.
Like, going back to Guardians of the Galaxy, they
achieved that.
They
one
did
movie.
that in one movie with all of those characters.
Yeah.
So you look at Batman v Superman, and it's like, well, they only introduced 3 characters. Well, really, Superman had a movie before, but no one cares about that, and no one cared about him in
And, like-
Batman v Superman.
Like the movie that's Guardians getting compared to, or whatever Suicide
Yeah.
Squad is compared to. Same thing. Like no one cared about anyone.
Yeah.
Like yes, people like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
People like Deadshot, but like
People
no
had-
one cared about like any
People
like
had a lot of
right?
issues with
Most
that.
of
That's
the
the
characters
thing.
I hated.
Right?
Joker,
Anyone
I hated
that
Joker.
everyone liked, there was a lot of people that hated them too. There was no
Yeah.
like solid consensus.
Yeah.
That was a good
Like,
character. That's why
yeah,
we hate.
yeah.
Like it was all 50-50.
Like what was this, like the first two to die in Suicide Squad? Slipknot.
Yes.
Yeah. Like yes, like he's obviously gonna be the first kill because he had the least
Yeah.
backstory of all the small backstories everyone had.
Still, you can't.
But like,
Didn't he
This
say,
is
like,
Slipknot.
7
He's a
words?
bad guy.
but like.
All right.
Movie comes out, people hate, no one had character development, and they all have to defend, well, this is what he was like when we first wrote the movie. Well, it wasn't what we saw. Like, you just can't be like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. Now we're
Yeah,
supposed to
you're
care
supposed to be a
about
terrible person with all this background. It's like, well, you could have portrayed that a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
Just,
I feel like they're focusing too much on trying to fix all their movies instead of focusing on the ones that they've had success with.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wonder Woman's your only solid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Build off of that.
Yeah, they can build off, and there are some in the pipeline that I'm kind of excited for. I'm sure if that Batman movie
Within the
gets off
30
the
minutes
ground-
we've been doing this, like, Ben Affleck's quit the role.
If that ever comes to be attached to this universe, I think that can be depending on how they take it, like a step in the right direction. They can course correct what's been, this character arc of his. They can kind of course correct it and bring it back. And
At the same time, I feel like DC's kind of like what X-Men is right now. It's in that state where it's like everyone wants it to do well and everyone wants to see these characters, but they just can't get it right for whatever friggin' reason it is.
Yeah. You're allowed to swear. You held back on the F-bomb there, man. You can swear. No one's sponsoring us yet. Okay, so do we have faith if James Gunn does do Suicide Squad 2? Do you think
If they actually pull through and keep him on it, I think it'll be
if they pull through and they tell him, do what you gotta do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, he needs to
kind
have
of
it.
If they let him make it his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're interfering, I think it's going to be exactly the
Same
same.
thing, yeah.
He'll end up leaving. Just,
They seem to do
we'll
that.
have some more weird tweets on there about.
Yeah.
He's intentionally tweeting bad things on the ABC.
Remember this?
I just tweeted this. Please fire me. No, man. We're not Disney. I know.
Do you need pictures?
Oh, God.